Welcome back. Let's get going. We are going to set up our chunk and see how it runs. Drag your character to the character of the lab. Base shape will be generated for us. Under materials, put in 2. Go to the materials folder and drag black and white over to them. Materials preset, go ahead and set 3. Under each element, set the mat ns size to 3. On the first one, make the values for mat ns 0, 1, 0. On the second one, leave it, just set it 3 and leave the values 0, 0, 0. On the third one, set it 3 and make them 1, 1, 1. Can't actually use them yet, but we will after the next few lessons. We'll just be using the base material for the moment. Maximum height, give it 32. Generate height, give it 4. I'll give it 8. Seed, 15. World size, 7500. Smoothing, 25. Set the state to generate. And that should be it. Our character is up at 15. Its gravity is set at 0. Click the play button. Nothing happened. Oh, it's stuck on generate. And that is because we forgot to do our updates. I knew we were forgetting something. So in our update function, that is where everything takes place. And right now, it will not be multi-threaded. But later on, it will be. And it will, or it does implement our basic state machine. Simple state machine is a great state machine. Ours is definitely simple right now. I spelt those differently. Rename. Let me rename Microsoft. There we go. Okay, our simple state machine is now ready to go. And just so you know, that was on purpose. Yeah. So no errors. We're on pause. We went all the way through. I'm way too high or low. There we go. So our white and our black is definitely white and black. But let's jump down here and take a look around. We can see up inside, we can see that, yeah, it evaluated well. Now, of course, there will be shadow problems later on. Our materials are currently not set for shadows. We will have to go to standard, get rid of that, and then go here to black and do the same thing. Oh, it's already on standard. Okay. And our light, because it's white, is really just showing that. So now it's kind of gray. But if we play around with our light a little bit, we might see a problem we're going to have to deal with later on. And we might not. Come on, show me my problem. It's not going to show it to me. So you will see a problem with streams of light shooting through. Our flashlight's actually working well. And that is a problem because we're not seamless. But we will be able to take care of that. I mean, we're running at an incredible rate right now, using almost no RAM. We're probably right around 13 RAM. We'll put a RAM checker in here later on. But let's do a couple other generates. Right now we can change things. Go ahead and raise it up to 16. Give it a really high smoothing, which means it won't smooth at all. Oh, there they are. And that's a problem a lot of people talk about. And we can take care of that. We will take care of that once we get our mesh library in place. Right now, we'll just tolerate it. All right, so before we go on to do multi-chunks, we need to be able to edit our chunk. So we know so we have our pattern in place. And that means we will be able to put blocks down, erase blocks, and change their materials and identify them. It also means we're going to put a canvas in place. But that's cool. Okay, I don't think if we update our row, since we're doing this in the start, I don't think this will change anything right now. Nah. We have to change our start in our let's see here, 6, I think it'd be around 12. There we go. So he actually gave us a different pattern there. Because it's a neighbor. Won't you be my neighbor? So it's not really moving it around, but it will later on. If we come over here and there it moves it. Because we've already set our base shape, basically. Well, literally, since we already set our base shape, it wasn't moving it. We are on our way. So, play around with it. I'm going to post the code to GitHub, and then I'm going to start working on the editing tutorials. And those actually go kind of fast. actually probably about the same amount of time. And from there we will go to multi-chunks and working with a common and managing our RAM. And we will also start looking at using textures instead of straight colors. Really doing tiling textures on hexagonal. Well, you have to create a texture that is the full size of this map if you really want to do that, because it's not even in size. They don't really tile well. But I've never seen a hexagon game with a tiled texture, unless it generates a texture, unless it's 2D, like Heroes of Might and Magic, where it generates a texture. So we'll look at different things. We'll be bringing our shading lab in at that point in time. Go look at those tutorials. And I will see you in the next lesson. Subscribe if you got anything out of this. Thanks.